we recorded a class that we're going to release because he teaches people how to invest in apartment buildings using his method framework called GRIT, GRITT. And so we recorded the class last week, but he also spoke last week, and it was packed. It was good, right? Mm-hmm. I had to watch his son, but we worked on the content, so I knew the content, but I really wanted to be involved because that was been my first time actually seeing him do it, but it was good. So Noel's gonna be come up here regularly to do stuff. Yeah, I know. He's so smart, isn't he? Didn't I say a million times that he's smart?
He's humble. That's the first thing.
Yeah, he is humble. Sometimes I'll be trying to get him to like not be so humble. Like,
no. That's
you can do it.
No, that's his innate. No. Leave him alone.
Leave him just how he is, right?
Yes.
So yes, these are the type of talks that we do every Wednesday. Next week, we actually have someone come in and teach about how to invest in hotels. Okay. No, y'all gonna be back, huh? Okay. So make sure y'all open my emails because you're now on my email list. I send out a newsletter every day. It is very, very thoughtful and thought-provoking. It's not just like a regular old marketing email. I don't know if you've opened up any of my emails since you've been on the list, but just open them. Like they're meant for the mental health of entrepreneurs. I have like a ton of things to say, but I'm just gonna go through my announcements. Why I started the Gold Table. I am big on creating community. I started a real estate club many years ago, and it grew really big before anybody was doing a lot of real estate education and creating communities. It's called the Better Than Success Real Estate League. My heart is no longer in like single family stuff, but I've always been a person who creates community. When I got here, I had to really sit back and say, like, what do I want to create community around? What do I need? It always starts with like us servicing ourselves. Most of you are insurance people, right? And
I'm real estate.
You're real estate, right? Like, why do we do it? Because it's like I have a need first, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't, when it comes to networking events, I hear in Atlanta they be all like hoop it out and networking and music and all that, and I just don't want to do that. I'm a business nerd. Like, I like the science behind making money. That is my hobby. When I just met Tresman when I got here 2 months ago, he asked me, what do you like to do? And I was like, I'll be honest with you, it sound real corny. I like making money with my friends. Like, it's fun. So that's why I started this. I wanted to create a room where I meet people like you. And I only been here 3 months, and I got a nice little deck of friends with people like you. So I'm really excited that you're here. And without further ado, I'm going to bring this amazing man up here, Mr. Alvin. I'm so excited. You already know the pressure is on. And we have our crowd isn't too large. If you want, well, maybe we can go around the room.
I'll have everybody go around the room while I set up here. You can hear me, mic check. Yeah, let's give it up for Nicole, big visionary and amazing person, and just, let's see here.
Keep going.
So we're going to go around the room real quick. Tell us your name, where you're from, your business, and a fun fact. Fun fact. Your name, where you're from, what business, type of business you do, and a fun fact.
Yes, he was looking at me. I guess I'll go. I'm Roshana Rister. I'm trying to say what business will I say. But I actually have a magazine called City Girl Atlanta. It's a virtual magazine that empowers women who do things in their professional life as well as their personal, that they just want to uplift themselves or push their business to a higher level. I've been doing this for like 4 years. But the magazine as a whole, City Girl, has been around for 6. So I've been there from the beginning. But now I just acquired Memphis as well as Nashville, so I'm excited because that's my hometown. But I'm also a regional EIC for the entire region of the Southeastern, so it's really big. But I do that, and I actually have a marketing business called Wonderful Connects. So I do marketing and advertising for businesses.
All right, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And your fun fact. Your fun fact.
She's like,
I snore.
That always, you snore a lot? Okay, thank you.
I snore when I laugh.
When she left.
You got a roommate for anybody? Anybody need a roommate? Go ahead.
So, hello everybody. My name is Tinsley Brown. I am originally from Georgia. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a realtor, also a finance professional. I own a solar brokerage and a construction company as well. So I have my hands in quite a few different things. So I was like, this is definitely spiritual alignment because, hey, I was just talking with Alvin, about the financial services and everything. And when I was getting ready to register, he was like, yeah, this is a real estate lady. And I was like, oh, wow. And I just got off the phone with one of my friends, and I'm going to be helping him as far as getting into multifamily units. So I was like, wow, like, it's just perfect timing. So that's the fun fact, I would guess. But other than that, I'm just super excited. I love, networking, getting out, talking to new people, building businesses. I love her attitude because that's kind of like my fun pastime is building. So I'm that crazy lady that just love to always talk about business.
That part.
All right, all
Business
right.
nerd. You gotta start calling yourself a business nerd so you seem less creepy. Like, she always talks
That's
about
a nice
money. No, I'm a business nerd.
It's a nice word.
Thank you for sharing. Go ahead.
Dr. Jennifer from North Carolina. Actually, I travel back and forth between Atlanta and Raleigh. Real estate broker and developer and acquisitions over 2 decades now. And I guess a fun fact would be I used to love to ride roller coasters in the front seat with my own.
That's what's up.
I can't connect. I don't know. I don't do PCs, but it's connected, but it's ain't no internet. What does that mean?
Uh-oh, that's snoring.
That was a serious snort, and you had no control over that. No control.
I was on it last time. I was on it when I was here last time.
I don't know, but I don't know PCs. Am I doing something wrong?
Uh-oh.
That's why it's
That's
like
Y'all bring out everything.
Ride roller coasters, okay.
That's hilarious.
Curtis J.
My name is Curtis J. Williams. I go by Curtis J. I have a holding company I serve the chairman of. Focus on everything from entertainment companies all the way to branding and marketing. I'm also a financial professional. I got to that space because of dealing with all my high-paying, high-earning income artists and entertainers like to blow their money. But so I just brush on 2 worlds. So in this sector, I'm kind of known as a financial rock star from everything from placements and doing marketing placements for investors and funds, all the way down to insurance.
This one don't work?
Marketing placement for what?
For funds.
What do you expand on what that statement means? Marketing placements for.
Pretty much I work out a marketing fee for placing of investors in different funds.
Really?
Yeah, I used to manage funds as well.
We are open to paying capital raisers. Yeah, that's what you call it. Why don't you call it a capital raiser?
Because I get into compliance issues, depending on who I'm talking to.
Really?
But I have a fun thing, so we need to talk as well through my latest first cap.
This is why I do this. I've been here for 90 days. And look how powerful this is. Okay.
And Curtis, your fun fact, sir.
Fun fact, I don't play video games anymore because I thought I won a contest, but it was a contest to purchase the GameCube, and I got mad. So
Nice.
Usually contest to buy something.
right, they said you gonna win it. He said win a GameCube, and I got there and I said I won. They're like, no,
Win an opportunity.
tune it to buy.
So you just quit. Like him. That's what we be thinking. Like, I'm never doing this again.
You got me once, that's it. That's all I need.
Go ahead.
Hi everybody, my name is Michelle. I am the CEO of Ideal Pragmatic Technology Incorporated. I'm an authorized reseller for computer hardware and software solutions to businesses and government agencies. I'm from Bronx, New York, and my fun fact is I'm a vegan vegetarian and I haven't eaten meat since 2017.
Wow, all right.
Lots of discipline.
Hello, my name is Emma Compton. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, my background is in computer science and financial pro network and financial services. Some of the fun things about me, I love doing events. I love to plan events and I like hosting events. Another little fun fact, how during COVID season, you get home doing things and you start doing things around the house. that I went back to my
It's still showing that.
baking years of baking.
Oh.
Okay. And no, the Georgia peach season. I'm like,
Hey,
huh, I have not had a peach cobbler in a while. Not a homemade.
I was getting excited. Okay.
When you know homemade, when you actually get the dough and you roll it out, you know you got to
Yeah,
take the
I know.
fingernails off, right?
You gotta click on that.
You said you gotta
First
take
one.
the fingernails off.
Where do I go to get this? No, I'm serious. My partner, one of my partners, the other one, Art, he's been trying to get peach cobbler. Why is this doing this? He's been trying to get peach cobbler. We went to, so how many of y'all from Atlanta?
Born and raised in Atlanta. Been in real estate since '93, agent since '97, and owned my
There we go.
firm since 2012. I
I'll
am
do it, yeah.
out of the single-family residence, and now I sell lots and subdivisions. So we do assemblages and acquisitions of properties, and we sell to builders and developers. I guess my fun fact is, in the 32 years in real estate and 27 years as an agent, no property that I've been party to has a person ever lost any money.
Wow.
So that's a stat that I'm very proud of and hope to continue.
No, go to Chrome. Go to Chrome.
The internet.
I can, but I have not. I have a boutique. I have 7 agents that I deal with, and I can't. So other agents have called me and we've talked, but I don't charge for any services. Sort of like why I'm here, just to try to absorb ideas and share what I can with other people.
You don't charge for what services?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, which services don't you charge for? I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
I mean, any type of advice or mentoring or anything like that is basically the knowledge that I've gained. I started out in mortgage lending, basically, and that branched into real estate. And I've owned my own firm since 2013, and probably pretty much transitioned out of single-family residences into subdivisions and building developments in the last 5 years. My next project that I'm working on is I'm trying to get a 27-story, 28 to 32-story student housing facility at Park Atlanta.
Wow.
All right.
It's a lot of bureaucracy in there. Dealing with that. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in Centennial Yards, and most of the buildings that you see downtown the new ones are student housing. And there's a lot for Emory, SCAD, Georgia State, Georgia Tech, but there's none over that.
Especially for the
So we're working on trying to change that.
You know about Second
I do know some things about that. Yeah.
All right, you own Second
No, like I said, right now I do primarily selling to track builders, whether they're D.R. Horton, John Wheelan, Pulte, and stuff like that. So I'm working on 3 projects right now: Cartersville, and Chattahoochee. So I'm actively looking for land for people doing assemblages, buying in-town properties, and I also do tear downs and rebuilds in town. My primary area that I like to be in is Lennox Park, Virginia Highland, Morningside, Ansley Park.
That part.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Thank you for sharing.
No.
What's your fun fact? Share this one.
Oh, my fun fact, like I said, in all the years of my real estate, no investor has ever lost money with me.
All right.
That's a blessing. Okay, my name is Regina Butler. I'm a native of Georgia, so it's good to see some natives, because I haven't for some time. Born and raised here, but actually I relocated to Texas due to a project. So I'm currently working on trying to see how to define it. It's a conglomerate, basically. And it deals with women of domestic violence. I'm diving into the AI space from a clinical healthcare boutique. Quite a few things. Men of distinction, the fashion sector. So it's a conglomerate. So that I'm currently working on. My background is in clinical healthcare. The educational space as well. So any issues that Trump and Biden were previously dealing with, that's my space. I have a guest panelist in Washington, D.C. on numerous occasions fighting for our children's educational advancement. So I'm going to resolve that matter this year. Starting some virtual information sessions starting the last Saturday in July on the educational component for those who's interested. Raising the bar for our children, those who are behind, those who were left behind during COVID, but we have just been left behind as a people, I'm gonna say that. So I'm changing that trajectory. In addition to spaces, whether women are left behind, whether it be doctors, STEM, science, I'm working on that as well. Women of domestic violence, my goal is to write a new bill and present that prior to 2026. And I plan to run for office in the next 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I didn't know that part.
See, that's why we do the fun facts, so we can get to know you.
Fun facts, I'm a prior, look forward to bodybuilding soon, so.
All right, watch out, y'all, watch out.
Yes.
Okay, I love you.
It's on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
save the best for last, right?
We got the best two for last. So yeah.
Addison Jacobs, into transportation, from dispatching to logistics to driving if I need to. So well diverse into it. I'm from the Caribbean. You might not hear my accent.
You've been here a long time.
Yeah, I've been here too long. But I'm from the island of Antigua and Barbuda. And it's right now is one of the biggest main attractions that everyone is start gravitating to right now because things are changing. Like the tourism is coming in, and especially during this season right now, it's called Carnival season. They're having a lot of festivities and everything. So now the country is more popularized and being more out there to be seen and everything. But one of my fun fact, my only fun fact, I like to be a beach bum.
Thank you for sharing. Go right ahead, sir.
Really quickly, Tresman is our sponsor. He is our all-the-time sponsor. He has been very much so been integral in my assimilation into Georgia community. We already doing some real estate deals together. That's like my homie. I don't think I've ever gotten this like friend with somebody like. I'm really serious about the word friend, right? Like you gotta hold that. You can be my colleague. I can love you as a colleague, like real good. Yeah. But friend, that's a different type of thing. Yeah. And so I consider Treasury a friend. But he'll tell you everything that he does. So he's our sponsor. So I highly endorse him.
Well, I'm honored to hear that. Thank you, Coach. Glad to be a sponsor here. I am Trevor Murphy.
Get some footage. You ain't gotta record
I am primarily in
time's out.
so I've been in my space for about 15 years. Just a little while, not too long. Seen ups and seen downs. I've seen, I've helped hundreds of homeowners get into new homes across the Atlanta area. I am licensed in Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. One of my passions has been, and the reason I kind of stick into the mortgage industry, if you're in real estate, it's been a very tough kind of year for real estate professionals and across a lot of the industry, right? And a lot of us have had to shift or pivot. And some of the things that we're offering, some of the things that we're doing in order to, completely make our business whole. And so one of the things the things that drive me is actually changing the face of home ownership in the community that I serve. So one of the things that is a fun fact, or not even my fun fact, but something that you may not be aware of is that we as African Americans, it seems like everybody in here is African American, in some way, shape, form. We all are melanated. We are behind as a group of individuals, right? So we own less than, I say about 30% less than our Caucasian counterparts, right? So 3 out of every 4 white Americans own a home versus about 3 out of every 10 African Americans own a home. We're actually behind Indians, Asians, as well as Hispanics here now. So it's something that I strive to change from my platform as much as I can. I kind of work out a lot of magic for my homeowner. So another thing that I do, I'm actually own a production company, so videography, commercial work, things like that. We are actually working on a reality TV show here now, and I was able to help Nicole and some of our partners film a course here now. So we're going to start offering course packages as well. So if we do want to start, kind of, you're interested in putting a course out, I'd love to help you get that, some high production value content for your course or what have you. And you see why we video here too. What was the name? This fun fact?
Fun fact, yeah.
Fun fact about me. I am, previous life, I was an artist actually. So studio engineer, producer, singer. I still sing in church. No, I will not sing.
Oh, no.
If you're nice to me, I'll let you hear one of my singles. Years ago, for sure. Yeah, so that's
leaving music.
Thank you everyone who shared, and give yourself a hand for being here and beating traffic and telling off the Braves parking people. They were serious, yeah. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'll tell my story during the training. Make sure you're taking notes. Some things you may hear, you may already know. Some things may be new to you. Just have an open mind. Having an open mind is very important, because sometimes we think we know everything because we have Google, right? Or we think we know everything because we have Chat GPT. But we want to make sure that the message going out, that everybody can understand it and share it. If you can share it, you can understand it. So I'll just start with my fun fact. I love singing New Edition and Johnny Gill. So later on, if y'all want to go in the corner somewhere, I'll sing to you. And I'm a foodie.
I'll sing it to you in the corner.
Like that, like we're in 8th grade or something, right?
Right here.
So, grew up in Savannah, Georgia. 2 younger brothers. And we ate dinner at the kitchen table maybe 4 or 5 times out of the week. Mom and dad been married now 49 years. Grandparents were married over 60 years, and just a great upbringing. Some people have that struggle story. In the beginning, I don't have that struggle story. My adversity didn't hit me until college, right? My best friend was murdered my senior year, so that really put a toll on me. I was diagnosed with cancer the same month. So here I am getting ready to graduate as an engineer, and I'm fighting cancer. I'm thinking a spider bit me, and it was sarcoma. So we had to have emergency surgery. And how many of you remember that Regents exam? Remember the Regents exam? Mm-hmm. I was an engineer major, so my writing skills and language arts skills wasn't the best, even though my mom was an English teacher. Right? It's crazy, right? So I had to get a tutor, and the lady sat down with me and said, "You're thinking too much. Just don't change your answers." I took it 7 times. I couldn't graduate until you passed that test. And so all of those adversities led me to write a book, my first book, Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy. And so I put all the life lessons I learned from older people that I learned from, and that book came out. It became an Amazon bestseller. I wasn't looking to be an Amazon bestseller. It just happened that way. And you go through the motions of life. Anybody ever felt like they're going through the motions? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, go to church on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next thing you know, you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old. Decades are going by faster and faster. And you're like, I don't feel fulfilled. I felt that at 23. And I was able to find my passion at 23 years old, helping people with their money. So we've done a lot of great things. HBCU grad. I love innovation. What school?
Savannah State University.
Get out. Did I put that on? Girl, I'm a Tiger too. Class of 02.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Oh, I got you. But there's a cruise coming up. Make sure you get that. Yeah, okay. So, mom and dad went to HBCU. Brothers went to HBCUs. This industry has really changed my life because we've always been the minority of the minority in the whole group, right? You can sometimes count the pepper in the rice when you go to some of these big meetings, and I wanted to change the face of it. And tonight we're going to talk about changing the face. We're going to talk about how to expand financial education. We wrote another book with our innovation team. Make sure you have an innovation team part of your community. It's just a thinking team. You're going to be part of an innovation team. You don't know it yet, but we just think and brain dump. So me and her did a brain dump over there, and boy, it was like we were just pouring out ideas. Like what's possible, what could happen. That is priceless when you can have that type of intervention and you can have that kind of brain dump, right? So we did that to write this book. Everybody will get a copy today. Stay to the end. We'll make sure you get a free copy. Now, let me tell you this. I don't like fancy charts or big words. Skinny, thin print. You can barely read it. How many of those financial books like that, right? Mm-hmm. So we wanted it to be an easy read. I call it a plane read. You got a 3-hour plane ride, you're done with the book, right? Anybody try to knock a book out on the plane? Mm-hmm. That's like a task for me. The person be trying to talk to me, I'm like, I'm on a mission to read this book. I'll talk for a little while. But we wanted to make sure this book was educational, right? It was shown on some publications out there. I'm very proud of that. I was able to work with Master P. How many of you was a No Limit soldier back in the day? That was me. I had every CD. The other day my mom called me and said, you better come and get all these No Limit CDs. I said, don't you touch my No Limit CDs. You put them to the side, right? So I had an opportunity to work with Master P. And one thing I can tell you, in the masterminding with Master P, he's an amazing delegator. He can delegate with the best. He come up with an idea, give the idea away, boom, boom, boom. They get to work. He manages it, boom, and it just keeps growing like that. So he's about closing the wealth gap, and that's how we clicked. We're going to talk about that tonight. We got a radio show, Retirement Refinance Radio. Some of you in real estate, when you hear the word refinance, what comes to mind? Money. Money, something good, lower rate, cash out, debt paid down, right? A lot of people don't know they can refinance their retirement. They got an old retirement plan. You can refinance your retirement. So why do I have the age? I gave it away. Why do I have 50 through 70 up there? That's my client base for the last 23 years. I did a whole deep dive research on who was my client. Where's the money coming from? So write this down in your notes. Who has my money? Somebody has your money. Who has my money? 50 to 70-year-olds. I didn't design it that way. It just happened that way. Well, it all started when I was 10 years old, right? My neighbors, there were some older ladies let to play spades. Anybody play spades? And spade players in here, right? So my mom would play spades with these ladies, and one day she didn't feel like going. She was like, go over there and learn. It's like, what? I was like, all right, cool. I'm over there, right, playing spades with the OG ladies in the neighborhood, right? And so they were teaching me. I had a little bit of game. So when they was like going through the, they're looking at the hand, they say, little Alvin, how many you have? I look, I said, I got 13. They're like, no, not cards, books. I'm like, oh. I said, 4 and a possible. Now I'm 10 years old, right? And so I learned from that conversation. I was learning how to deal with older ladies. I guess it was preparing me for this. And then at 10 years old, my dad shared with me, he would share with me and my brothers the checks that he was making from the post office. So dad was a postal worker, mom was a school teacher. And he would show us what overtime meant and what this means, how much money you make here, and what was FICA, and what was Social Security. So at 10 years old, I had a perspective, right? So I was that kid that would ask grown folks how you pay for your car. Because I'm already thinking, you're not getting the overtime my dad getting. I was that kid that would ask grown adult questions. And now I do that for a living. It's crazy, right, how it turns out. And I'll share this with you, too. 80% of our clients are women. Wasn't by design, it just happened that way. I guess from my upbringing, right? 20% are men. But I can tell you this, it all comes down to your values. Do you have a value statement? Now, this is just a warm-up before we get into the talk. Everybody got it? Because she told me I had 3 hours. I'm like, 3 hours? I don't have enough material for 3 hours. Now, I don't have 3 hours. She was like, no, we're going to get some food. We're going to be.
Say something about food, right?
You know that's right. So get your value statement down. And I'll just hit a few words. Keep your word. Be on time. No excuses. What if everybody did that in your circle? What if everybody kept their word, always on time, and never gave an excuse? How much better the world would be, right? And commitment is the key to winning. And so I'm committed to the 5 F's: faith, family, fitness, finance, and fun. But you got to have fun in your finance, fun in your fitness, fun in your family, and fun in your faith. Because if it's not fun, we won't be committed to it.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that out there. Also, you want to make sure you have your vision statement. Like, what is your vision? Where are you going? Who you're going with, right? And so I want to help people live a better life. I think sometimes people are living life wrong. I may be wrong for that. Like, you making life hard. Life ain't hard. You making it hard, right? I want to help 1,000+ people become a first-generation millionaire. And I want to help accomplish the 5 M's, help them accomplish the 5 M's blueprint you're going to learn tonight by 2040. And I want to give the next generation a 10x head start. We don't need to, there's some people just now starting from zero. They're starting from zero. Some people starting negative, right? You got to have a purpose. What is your purpose? What is your being, right? So this is just me so you can get to know me now, right? So my reason for being is to help coach, lead, and support others to become the legend in their family. How do you feel when a legend walks in the room? Let's say if Dr. J walked in the room now, we feel the legend, right? Let's say Oprah walks in the room, you feel being a legend. I want people to have that feeling. And I want to be the best legacy coach ever lived. And so your mission statement, my focus is to promote team building, that's like this, networking, and leadership to everyone that is coachable and willing. Everybody's not coachable and willing to live their best life every day, become a legend. And here's a little side note for training purposes. Your personal mission statements describes who you are. No, it personally describes who you are and who you are being at any given moment. Who are you being right now? So that's a little bit about me. How many of you ready to live your best life? Be honest with me. Like, you're ready to live your best life. You kind of had a little sneak peek of your best life. Made some money, lost some money. Anybody here besides me? You was on top. Next thing you know, it's worse going backwards. You're like, I'm never going to feel like this again, right? So you want to live your best life. Somebody want to be a beach bum, right? Okay, there's the picture for you right there. Here's a quote. Get a quote. Make sure you have a go-to quote that you say every day that people never forget. Curtis known me over 10 years. Since day one, I've been saying this, right? Emma, you know me for 18 years, right? The pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain of change. So many people will remain the same and get the same pain and wonder why their life is the way it is. You're going to have some change in your life. It's temporary pain, but it's less pain than remaining the same. So think of your quote, a powerful quote, not a long one now, just something quick and to the point, right? So some of you are part of the 40-40-40-40 club, and I'm not talking about the Jay-Z club either. So here we go. You signed up for 40 hours a week. Anybody know somebody like that? All right. You signed up for 40 years on the job. Jail operating as a business. Okay. 40% of your income at retirement, and then 40 years in retirement. Operating as a business, man. It was the journey of the broke, but that was too lame for me. It was like just over broke. Nah. But I want to let you know, hey, I'm available to talk to you if you want to have a conversation. All right, it'll come back. 4 levels of building wealth. This is warm up. Everybody got that, right? Anybody play basketball? You got to shoot your free throws. You got to do the layup drill. This is the warm up before we get to the message, because I want to make sure the mindset is ready for the message. Everybody with me? Say yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. So, level 1, financial stability. You can pay your bills, right? You can get some Golden Corral on Sunday, right? You can get some Zaxby's on Friday, right? You got a little money left over to do a little bit of shopping. Then you go to level 2, financial security. Well, what is financial security? That means that you're not worried about money. You can probably go a year or 2 without a paycheck. There's 2 more. People only stop right here because they're not aware of the next 2. Let's be aware of it now. Financial freedom. Decades of freedom. And the last one is financial abundance. Think about a squirrel in a tree grabbing nuts out the tree, right? He's going to get 1 or 2. He's going to get so many that it's going to be overflow. Write this down. Money is abundant. Money is abundant. What's that? Did you turn the music up on this?
Great affirmation.
So, how many of you are going to be a first-generation millionaire? Be honest, you're the first. You're going to be the first generation millionaire in your family.
Yeah.
Anybody came from being a millionaire?
No.
But most of us are first generation millionaires, right?
Yep.
That's a big responsibility. Because your first cousins are counting on you. You know, it's not going to be them. It may not be your brother or sister. It's going to be you. You'll be the first generation millionaire. So let's talk about your financial DNA. How did your parents handle money? How did mom and dad handle money? There's 3 types of people. Write this down. Spenders. How many of you know the spenders? The savers and the avoiders. They don't even open the mail. They don't answer the phone. They just avoid all money topics, and they're so good at avoiding it till it piles up. You go to their house, the mail's all piled to the right, leaning over. You can have a check in there. But they avoid money conversations. Spender, saver, avoider. So let's talk about your financial DNA. How did your parents handle bills? How did your mom handle an emergency? How did your dad handle an emergency? Go take a deep dive and think about those things because you picked up those habits. So the first mindset, let's look at this as a table, right? We're at a restaurant and there's different tables, right? And location will be located by conversation and words. If I hear your conversation and what words are coming out, I'll know what table you belong at. So the poor table have poor conversations. It's all about being poor. The next table you go to is the broke table. We broke. We broke and don't know it. We broke and we're going to deal with it. All kind of broke conversations, right? And then you graduate to almost making it table. We almost made it this month. We almost made it. And then you go, what? Just getting by. Yeah, you got it. Boy, we got by this month. Woo! Daddy paid the mortgage. You're supposed to pay the mortgage. What's after just getting by? Getting by. Whoo, boy. I'm so glad June is over. This is the first, hey, it's a mindset. There's a lot of tables at the restaurant. Then you go to the saving and giving. Right, ready to go to saving and giving table, right? And then you graduate to the investing table, which is the gold table. And now we're talking net worth. When was the last time you had a net worth conversation? They start talking poor and broke. Y'all say, no offense. Where's the hand sanitizer? I'm going to go to another table. Net worth conversation. Now we're talking legacy. Now we're talking inheritance. It's a different table. Think about this. You ever go to a wedding and you're sitting at the table? That has to be strategically placed. Because if I got the net worth people sitting, you don't have those cousins, the poor table. They're like, what in the world? What kind of table? How can Nicole do this to me? Like, people think that at a dinner party too. Profit margins. Anybody have profit margin conversations? I can keep going, but I want to share with you, language will locate you. Conversations, relationships, and connections. So you got to understand your financial DNA. And we do have software, takes a deep dive. It's going to ask you all kind of questions, and it's going to spit out a report and tell you about your whole financial DNA. So if you're interested in that, let us know. That's my report right there. I came out as a adapter, and it was on point too. And most of the questions wasn't money questions. It's crazy how that science works, right? All right, here's a bonus. I'm telling you, I'm gonna throw a lot at you today. Here's a bonus. You have a money personality. You make decisions based on these 4 letters. Everybody got it? So I'm not going to do a full training because this is a 3-day workshop. But I'll give you 3 minutes or less. Here we go. The B is the blueprint. Structure, stability, be on time, got a schedule, don't touch my stuff, right? They're very structured. They're very routine. They stick to a budget. The action is more impulse. They got road rage. They buy nice designer clothes. They like to look good. They like to size people up. They drive nice cars and big house, marble floors. The nurturing person is more the lovers, the huggers. You know when you meet a nurturing person at church, right? Come here, baby, and they give you a hug. Like, you got lipstick on me, like, oh my goodness. But you know what I'm talking about, right? They love pets. They love animals. Don't you talk about their pets. And don't you talk about their kids. They will destroy you. And do not make them look bad in the public. I got a whole breakdown on each one of those. And then the knowledge decay, your questioners, Googlers, chat GPTers.
Yeah.
Don't believe nothing about what you're saying. Some of you, so just real quick, we're going to go around the room. It spells bank, B-A-N-K, blueprint, action, nurturing, knowledge. One is more dominating than the other. We have all of them. What is your dominating factor when it comes to making money decisions? You go first. B-A-N or K?
Blueprint.
Blueprint. Okay. Go ahead.
Action.
Action. Go ahead.
Action.
Action. Oh, go ahead.
Well, you know, knowledge.
Knowledge. Whew, you worked me, boy. Curtis J. Action. Go ahead. Knowledge. Emma.
Nurturing.
Nurturing. Go ahead. Blueprint. All right, go ahead.
Blueprint.
What about you?
Knowledge.
And you?
Knowledge.
What do y'all think I am?
Blueprint.
Woo, they caught it, boy. So, when you have two blueprints trying to figure out computer stuff, she's like, like, close the computer. That's when, her action will come out quick. Once the blueprint lined up, that action. So you have an order. My order is B-A-N-K. That's my order. The K and the N switches sometimes. But you learn your personality, then you learn how to talk to other people, because you may be giving knowledge language to an action person and miss the deal. So that's a little warm up. That's a little bonus right there. So goals. How many think the word goals is overused in today's time? What are your goals? What do you want to get done? What are your accomplishments? I don't know any goals. When people say this, I want to help people. Okay, here's some jumper cables. Go around 285 and make sure everybody get a jump. You want to help people. It has to be more specific. So what is your legacy goals, your lifestyle goals, your family goals, your future income goals? You got to break it down in categories. We've all heard like SMART goals and all that stuff, but what's the category of the SMART goal? Anybody want guaranteed income for life? How do you get guaranteed income for life? Guaranteed. A check every month. Guaranteed. Passive income. Anyone else? Guaranteed income. Residual. There's ways we're going to talk about it today. So let's talk about this. Where does my money go? Anybody ever lost $20 in a pair of jeans? If you break 100, what's the saying? If you break 100,
It's all spent.
it's gone, right? So we all make money, but where does it go? So 3.8% goes to savings, 24% go to taxes, interest on the debt, and then 50% goes to debt to support a lifestyle. We're trying to impress broke people that we're not broke. Everybody caught that one, right? Mm-hmm. We're trying to look good and avoid from looking bad and people running up debt. So that's where our money is going. Good stuff so far?
Yep.
Is my pace good?
Yeah.
We good? Okay, cool. So emotional and physical toll of debt, mental health, stress, anxiety, depression, all kind of stuff, sleep disorders, headache, high blood pressure. Anybody want this?
No.
Nobody wants this. Did you know when you make money, this shows up too?
Yep.
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 So it's the same feeling.
Yep.
If I'm gonna have the same feeling, might as well give me the money.
Right. That's right.
Everybody with me, right?
Correct.
You're gonna have the same, man, I'm feeling anxiety. You know a big check coming, you be like, oh boy.
Right.
You're like, what's wrong with him? I don't
The
know.
bank gonna keep it.
And so the same feeling, there's that. There it is. I love it though. They catch you off guard at first. Like, I love it. It's part of you. I love it. So it's the same feeling, right? Here's some stats. And ladies, I have all kind of charts and stats. If you need them, just let me know. The breadwinner, 40% of the household now. 30% of private business is owned by females. 52% of management professional related positions. 57% earn a college degree.
We earn 0.2%.
Ladies are taking over the financial industry. I don't think she is excited about the first of the month. They made a song about it, right? The first of the month, right?
Wake up.
Wake up, wake up. Like, oh, it's the first. Why are you acting so surprised the first showed up? Think about it.
Too early.
I woke up in July and said, it's third quarter. We was like, it's third quarter. Like, it's the first. Yeah. You got to start all over again sometime. But we need financial education. Here's another quote. Most people are willing to change not because they see the light, but because they feel the heat. It's one of my favorite authors, Robert Anthony, Beyond Positive Thinking. See, when you see the light, that's your goals, you're not going to really be motivated. But you put some heat on it,
Yeah, you gonna go.
put some heat on that tail, as your auntie would
A
say,
little uncomfortable.
shoot,
Need a shift.
got to shift, right? You got it. So here's another bonus. Anybody, we got spade players, so ace is cash flow. That's cash flow. King is cash. Everybody got that? And queen is credit.
Don't forget it.
Oh, I'm going to use that one. So cash flow helps your credit score. Credit helps you get the cash. It all works together. But if I got ace, king, queen in my hand, I got a good hand.
Yeah.
Right? So remember, ace, king, queen. The wealth of you. 3 questions to think about. How much money can you save? Write it down. Per month, no matter what. I don't care if it's a hurricane, tornado, tsunami. How much can you save every month, no matter what? You're going to save this number. Think of it in your head. And then you have to get that money a job. Why are you saving the money? If you don't assign money a job, it will find a job. It'll find a job, right? Anybody blew 50 grand a month and wonder where it went? Blow 25 grand. Like, man, what happened? I don't know, man. Get the paperwork out. Get the notepad out. Now where you put it, that's where we come in at. But if you can bring the why and how much, we can help you. Those are 2 things you got to bring to the table. Here's a little side note as well. If you had any type of retirement plan or IUL between 2005 and 2024, you may be eligible for a 1035 exchange. So we can see if you're eligible for that. Most people don't even know they can do it. You can get a whole new plan, move all the money over tax-free, and guess what? You start a whole new plan with new innovative index funds. There's the schedule again. Hopefully, you have your QR code ready when you're speaking. And your QR code is in restaurants, right? Didn't it trip you out at first? Give me a real menu. Check that out. Where are you at on here? So how do we increase this? How do we accelerate this, right? If you're 50 years old, you need what? 1.6 million. When you turn 55, you should have 2.5. When you turn 65, you should have 5 million. Somebody's looking at me like I'm a little behind schedule. Don't worry, we're going to accelerate the schedule. We also teach families the $1 Million Baby. If you have kids, we can teach you how to make your child a millionaire, right? Just by being consistent. So over time, you've changed the next generation, right? We talk about the wealth transfer. Money is moving. Write this down. When money moves, someone get paid. Why not me? When money moves, someone get paid. Think about it. It's the movement of money. It's called currency. It has to be moving. It can't stay still. Like these lights, it's currency. How many of you can count the $100 bills in this wave right here? You can't count them? Let me help them out, Emma. $124 trillion will change hands in the next 20 years. Perfect timing. Catch the money wave. People moving money from banks, 401k. You know 401k is a tax code?
Yeah.
401 Section K. People, I got a 401k. I'm like, are you bragging or complaining? Because I'm confused right now. There you have it. So, ladies, I'm going to talk to you for a second. Because I'm going to tell you about this trend that's happening right now. If you go back in time with real estate, who ran real estate in the 70s and the 80s? White men ran real estate. That was their thing, right?
Yeah.
Then after them came white, female, black male in the early 90s, 2000s. Who run real estate right now? Black women. So that trend now is in financial education, financial planning. Same trend. We're starting to see right now more ladies come into the industry. Because if you want to go from 7 figures to 8 figures, you got to have some kind of specialty, right? Maybe a doctor or a surgeon. Maybe an attorney or a lawyer. Maybe an engineer, you invent something. Maybe a movie star or a famous basketball player, right? To hit 7, 8 figures. Because remember, this is the gold table, not the silver table. Everybody got there, right? Or you can go into real estate. You can make it 7, 8 figures there. Maybe a life coach, trainer. Boy, they getting overworked now. Boy, they like booked up and stuff. People have it. I need a therapist. I need 2 of them.
After COVID.
And so have you ever considered a financial educator or a legacy coach? What if I told you can make more than all of those professions that I just put up there? If you're in the right environment. So, the industry, let's talk about it. The financial industry is $158 trillion. That's the whole industry. Then you look at real estate, 34 trillion. Look at retail, 24 trillion. If you add real estate and retail, it's not larger than that. If you add the 2 and multiply it times 2, it's not larger than that. The money's moving in the largest industry. I think I got your attention now. So, here's another big stat here. By 2030, women are expected to control $30 trillion of assets here in the U.S. It's going to be some wealthy ladies out there. Right? And so, now, this is my hi, hello. What is that? A digital business card. Everybody in the room, if you're going to network, you should have a digital business card. Nobody gives out the old school cards anymore. And so now you hit that now. Guess what? I'm in your phone. We're in each other's phone. We connected. All right. Here we go. Now we're to the talk. Nicole's like, about time.
Talk about that.
I didn't know my time. What time we got? We
7:16.
Oh, we good. We good. Monetize your influence without coaching, courses, or content. When you hear the word monetize, what comes to mind? Money.
Right. Off of social
Cash flow. Officer, okay. Monetize doesn't just mean social media money now.
Yeah, because you definitely, because I've made money. Thank you. We'll talk about it later.
I love it. So now everything I did prior to this is the presentation right here. I wanted to kind of get the mindset, make sure I fulfill my time, right? So here we go. Wealth has been a gatekeep. Would you agree with me?
Yeah.
Correct.
Country club memberships.
Yep.
You got to go to certain places, certain invitations. You will never get the insight on money unless somebody invites you to the table.
Right.
Right? So she invited us to the table, right? We didn't have to pay a $50,000 or $100,000 country club membership. It's all over the place. There's a lot of jargon, a lot of theory. You do this, and then you buy this, and then you get this, and then you get this, and then you buy this, and then you run this system, then you buy this course. It gets crazy, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh. You say, where do I start? You focus on earning, right, without retention. So let's break it down. You don't need a massive following to build wealth. How many of you believe you need a massive following? That's good. Look at some millionaires and billionaires. They have like 1,000 followers. Exactly, right? So think about it. Traditional influence monetization. Most creators feel trapped in the content course world that they got to continue to do it. Me and Curtis talk about this all the time. How long can you keep it up? How long can you keep posting? Hey, y'all, we live here. You 60 years old. You still doing that, right?
Right,
That part. So another way is, I got something I'm going to introduce you to called the 5 M's. The 5M Wealth Blueprint. So you pay close attention to that. And it has frameworks. When you hear the word blueprint, you think framework. You're building something, right? Now, let's talk about this. You can get paid on your influence. Everybody got that? Mm-hmm. What is influence? Somebody help me out. What is an influencer? And what is influence?
Somebody wants to do something that you're doing.
Somebody wants to do something that you're doing. What else? I'm an influencer. What does that mean?
Role model.
Role model? Anybody else?
You get people to do things.
You get people to take action, period. Promoter. There you go. There you have it. So we want to replace that chronic hustle. Go get it. Make money. Miss events. Miss family growing up. Go. Anybody know people like that?
Yeah.
So there's something called burnout.
Correct.
You get to a point you shut down.
Yep.
Because you've been trying to do this and going for the next deal, but what if there was a way that you do that temporarily, but you have a systematic way to have guaranteed income for life? So here it is, the 5M Wealth Blueprint. I want to share with you a way to have $5 million towards your net worth, or $5 million towards building this blueprint. So now, there's no particular order. Everybody got that, right?
Okay.
But I'm going to show you the preferred order. Everybody got it? All right, here we go. So here it is. The first one, $5 million, right? It's the 5 M's. Here's the first one. Number one, you need $1 million of life insurance. Why $1 million of life insurance? Because if something happened to you and you don't build a fortune, guess what? The family at least get $1 million. Like, mom missed every birthday. She was never there, but she left me $1 million. You see that, right? So you're starting that generational wealth building with just that one part. Now, what kind of policy? We're not going to get into it right now. But you need $1 million of coverage. The next one, you need $1 million cash flow business. Right? And you can get paid off business and your introduction. Right? We used to say referrals, but who gives referrals these days? People give introductions. Here's the next one. $1 million in capital. $1 million in business funding, business credit. Right? The next one is $1 million in equity, real estate. And then the last one is $1 million in cash reserves. That gives you peace. Now, we're going to spend time on the $1 million cash flow today, but the 5 M's, I truly believe, will bridge the wealth gap. Think about it. Just think about it. Just imagine you got all 5 M's right now. You got $1 million policy, right? You got $1 million business. You got $1 million in funding. Nicole helped you with $1 million in real estate. You got $1 million. You just got this thing worked out, and you just keep building it on top of that. Everybody with me? So we're going to close the wealth gap, right? There's a big gap. How did the gap get so big? It's opportunity. It's information. It's influence. So here's the problem right here. Most wealthy strategies are very chaotic and it's so hard to follow. Would you agree? All right. Scaling a business without protection, buying real estate without reserves, right? Seeking funding without a plan. And guess what? This leads to burnout, broken trust, and generational reset. Some of you are part of a generational reset. You reset. Oh, we got to start over. Filed bankruptcy. Oh, got divorced. Oh, this happened. Oh, so-and-so passed away. So we didn't have a caregiver, so everybody had to stop what they're doing. You keep resetting. Here's the solution right here. The 5M blueprint will help you build wealth on purpose, right? Follow a strategic sequence, a strategic system, so we know what to do. We're not lost. Hey, what are you working on? I'm working on my the 3rd M. I'm working on this M. Oh, okay. So we know where you're at, right? Create a complete, stable infrastructure, strengthen the foundation, and move forward. Let me tell you something. You may want to grab a picture of that because people just don't know. We just work.
Yeah.
We just go make money. That's why it says build wealth with purpose. All right, here we go. As we get ready to wrap this up, the power of frameworks. So blueprint, you have to have framework. If I were to build your house and start with the roofing company, how would that work? Hey, get the roofers out here first. They didn't test the ground. They just bring the roofing company out, right? That's not going to work. Got to have framework. So I want to make sure you understand that it's clear, it's structured, it's blueprint. I'm a blueprint created by a blueprint. So it's going to be step by step, check the boxes, right? So the first one is legacy blueprint, right? Get your protection to protect the next generation so they don't have to start from zero. So number 2, cash flow. We're going to hit this one. We're going to hit this one. We're not going to hit the rest because we don't have time for that. We'll be here until tomorrow and we don't want that. So here's the cash flow reality. Income without infrastructure is a ticking time bomb, right? No matter your background, your audience size, or your offer, guess what? You got to have a system or you will be burnt out. Another part, 3 critical components. Residual revenue. Is that word overused?
No.
No.
Is it used enough?
No.
Residual income, residual income.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, right? Steady cash flow of quality leads. You ever meet people, I gotta have leads, I need leads, I need leads, I need leads. I'm like, no, you don't. You need to host an event.
That's it.
You don't need leads, you need an event.
That's it.
You already caught that, right?
Yeah.
The event will bring the leads. Reliable system. Here's the last part. You got to have a dual approach. Here it is. So I want to make sure you understand that the more you teach about making money, the more you're going to make because you're teaching it. Anybody ever had that math professor that would go in the room with no book? I don't know if you had Dr. Deloach at Savannah State. You remember Deloach?
Yes. Wow.
This guy will come in there with no book and just be on there writing derivatives and write. What was your major?
English.
Oh, you went to Deloach, okay.
I had to.
All right. The next one is, let's talk about these frameworks real quick. If you don't have framework, it's going to collapse. Everybody got that? You got to have a support group. You got to be around somebody with the experience that can help you, right? If you're not, you try to figure it out and stumble along, that can cost you money and time. All right. So what is your unique gift when it comes to business? What do you think your superpower is? I asked her that the other day. What's your superpower? What's your superpower? Who want to share their superpower?
Seeing it through, my boy.
Seeing it through, boy.
That's understand of the young people.
Emma, what is your superpower when it comes to business? Say it again?
Motivation.
Motivation. What's your superpower, man?
Determination.
Determination.
I would say innovative and influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. You're.
You tell me. You
Oh,
what
man.
they said.
They said Nicoleism.
That's my superpower.
That's her superpower.
Superpower.
Connection.
People. Yeah. That's definitely.
Curtis J., your superpower. Creativity. So you stay to your superpower and make money with your superpower. Batman is not trying to be Superman, but everybody tried to be all the Avengers, right? I don't even know there's both Avengers, but hey.
It's not. It's not.
She was like, I know.
Across the universes.
So let's talk about, let's go back here. Personal income. Personal income is going to be on your personality, your style, your swag, your communication skills, your confidence. That's going to be your personal income way of making money with your superpower, right? Now you partner up to make partnership income. How do you do that in our industry? See, nobody wants to get a license and nobody wants to talk to people about money, but you can old school say, I want to refer, or you can do a quality introduction. Let's say Dr. Jen, she just made, I'm not going to put her business in the street, but close to $6,000 for an introduction. She do real estate. Just, hey, talk to Alvin. Talk to Chris. Talk to Curtis. Did I do all the heavy lifting? You just sat there and smiled and nodded your head, right?
She wore you out too.
Yeah.
She was a knowledge.
She was a knowledge, but hey, we got the job done.
Yeah.
You can get paid.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we got more coming. You can get paid on your influence by introducing people to the right people. Everybody got that, right? Now in our industry, there's a certification you got to get. A, B, C, D. 2 are wrong. Figure out the 2. You get a D minus, call me. Everybody got it. So that's partnership income. And then the last one, I love this quote here. Everyone can earn, not everyone has a system. We give you both. And then the next type of income is platform income. We create the systems that generates the influencers, quote unquote, around the new quality client. So you look at this meeting, it's going to lead to another meeting. And some of you are going to bring 2 guests and we're going to have enough chairs. The power of 1, but she's doing the power of 2. Multiplication beats addition all day long. And so you have a team of experts that works and help you expand. And guess what? We can be in all 50 states. You don't have to drive to Mississippi. You don't have to drive to Texas. We can use Zoom. Just wanted to say that. So you got to keep money coming in. Anybody want to have consistent cash flow? Consistent cash flow. Not up, down, up, down, 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 up, 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 up.
She like the roller coaster.
Nicole was like, I've been down that road, like, whoa, boom, like, oh, what happened? I don't know. Consistent income, right? Oh, if your income isn't automated, it is not scalable. It is not scalable. And guess what? Once you know these systems and you have the right coach, write this down, LTC, leadership, training, community. You got to have LTC, leadership, training, and community. So we want to bring all that to the gold table, right? Residual income. I told chat, make me a money machine. Look what it made me. It got Bitcoin in there, money in there, everything in there.
It's the clear stuff.
I don't know, but hey. Digital products you want to sell in your sleep, right? Membership programs. You want to have all of these things, intellectual property, commission-based products. I want to talk to you about a big money grab before we leave. Okay, you want to understand what a big money grab is. And that's going to build your residual income. And then you got to have your reserves. Who loves having a little stash? Mm-hmm. Didn't grandma have a stash? Don't you touch that, that's grandma money, right? Yeah. So opportunity fund. Have money for an opportunity. Yeah. Right? You never know. Somebody call you tomorrow, you don't have the money, you miss out. That happens to all of us, right? You got to have a profit margin buffer. Hey, what if I can't make payroll? Or what if this happens? Or what if anything unexpected happen in real estate? Mm-hmm. And then the last one, emergency fund. So you want to have the reserve system. It's a system. That's what we teach right there. When you have the reserves, guess what? You walk with your chest up. You walk with a little more confidence. Nobody stresses you out. You can say deal or no deal. You don't need the deal. You got reserve system. And so you want to get off the treadmill. Coaches are hitting the ceiling right now. How many of you know coaches that are burned out right now? Mm-hmm. People don't want to post. They don't want to put content out. They just don't want to do that stuff. They want a normal life, right? So we can help you with that. The course trap. How many more courses you need? Right? You get the course you need at the time, and then you implement it immediately. And then the last one right here, the system gap. Most people have a system. And boy, the fact that I know that she's a blueprint, I kind of knew it. But it's confirmed that she's a blueprint, or we're going to do some big things. Because we understand systems. And so you got to have the infrastructure. Go ahead and grab a picture. He was waiting too, boy. He was like, boom.
Yeah, real quick.
So I love when people take the pictures, because you know what? Sometimes you just go through your phone and you just study that picture.
Right.
All right. 78% implementation rate. Our clients successfully implement the least 3 of the 5 M's to move in their first year. Let's knock out these 5 M's as fast as possible, right? 127K average income increases. Crazy when people go through it, right? 92% stress reduction. Remember that slide I put up with the headache and the high blood pressure and all that? We're doctors. We're going to cure all that stuff for you, right? And then the last one over here, and anxiety goes down too. 5.2x wealth multiplication. You just 5.2x your wealth. Now, so you don't have to choose one. You can do it all, right? But you want to really focus on these two. Being a connector, bringing people together, provide a service. And you don't have to be the expert. Don't ever forget this. Know what you know what you don't know who knows what you don't know, and that's all you need to know. I don't know how to fly a plane, but I'll find somebody who knows how to fly a plane, right? Oh, man. Let's see what we got here. I'll just put these out so y'all go ahead and grab the picture. Influence without infrastructure versus influence with infrastructure. Unbelievable. How many feel like you're all over the place? You went from Excel to Google, from this to that to this, to Monday board to this, and now you're all over the place. So we want to make sure that you have that system that's in front of your face all the time. If it's not in front of your face, you will forget about it. Now, influence with infrastructure, system goes to work. System goes to work. What time we got, man?
7:30.
Oh, we are ahead of schedule. We are ahead of schedule. So the difference in frameworks, tactics versus frameworks, right? You ever hear people say, here's the play. There's my scheduler right there. And we are done. We are done. Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. I should have hired that slide. Y'all ain't ready for that one, but hey. Beyond income, true freedom, generational impact. Have you heard of the Vanderbilts? Mm-hmm. Did you know they're about to run out of money? Yep, I think it was close. Yep, the Vanderbilts ran out of money. Have you heard of Rockefellers?
Yep.
They didn't run out of money.
Yep. They're smart.
Their name is made of gold.
Most of their money was in insurance policies.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This system doesn't just make you money, it creates you a legacy, everybody. This is how you scale with peace. This is how you close the wealth gap. This is how you get your time back. This is how you really build generational wealth. The 5M blueprint will help you impact generations of tomorrow. Decisions you make today impact generations of tomorrow. Look like your legacy, not your adversity. Look like you're going somewhere, not like you've been through something. And some people look like they've been through it twice. So I'm here to tell you the journey starts with, the wealth gap assessment. Join the community, which she'll talk about that. I'm gonna pass it back to her. Schedule a strategy session, and let's build this blueprint. Because what if you had this information? What if we can go back 20 years and have this meeting? Have this meeting 20 years ago.
I have $5 million.
You see the big difference, right?
More than that.
So start your blueprint today, everybody. Thank you for your time. My name is Alvin Darian, and it was an honor and a privilege to be here with you today. Thank you so much, Nicole, for allowing this to happen. Thank you for your vision, and I see us doing big things together. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it back over to Miss Nicole, everyone.
Thank you so much. Good job.
And I got a book for everybody tonight, too, so I'll make sure you get that before we leave. And we may have a eating after the meeting, so she will mention.
Didn't I say he gonna want to eat?
I told you I'm a foodie.
Really quickly, before I do my thing, do you have any questions about anything that you heard tonight? Can't scan it.
Oh, I'll make sure you get
You
it.
didn't have any questions for him?
Any questions?
I have a question. What is your transformative money?
Great question. It changes. So the first time was $10,000 in 1 month. I thought, hit the lottery. It was $20,000. And so that number kept growing. Then it was 30. Then it was 40. Then it was 50. And I hit $100,000 in 1 month. So now the next one for me will be $200,000 in 1 month.
That's my number.
$200,000 in 1 month. That's that's $200,000 in 1 month. Yeah.
That's my number right
I
now.
have another question.
Mm-hmm.
So, you said life insurance can be a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that you have to have to save a certain amount. So my question is, would you recommend getting real estate and then putting the equity of that property into the life insurance?
Did she look in her advanced course material?
I'm just asking.
Yes, you get it. Yes, you can. That is a way.
And you recommend an IUL? You didn't say what type of insurance.
No, that's not. But I just want to say, get that type of policy because it's like a prescription, right? When we go to the pharmacy, you don't say, give me all the drugs. You get the one that's prescribed to you. So we would need to see exactly which one is the best for you. Because it's different kinds. That's like I was coaching the guy on the way here, and he said, client want an IUL. He wanted to pull money out in day 30. I said, he can't get an IUL. He got to get a whole life. Because you can take the money out in 15 days.
15. I thought it was 45.
Depends on the policy.
Depends on the company. Depends on who you know, too.
Interesting.
Very.
I didn't know that.
15 days. That's right, Curtis? 15 days.
Y'all know about the infinite banking method, right?
That'll be part of the
About
5. Yeah.
Infinite banking. You don't. Oh.
I can do a whole course on that.
I'm sure you can.
I got a lot of material.
Yeah, I know. That's why I talked to you about what I talked to you about last night. Yeah, hope you so I do it.
I'm just closing me out. You go ahead.
That's okay. Anybody else have any other questions for him? So, thank you so much. That was a really good presentation. The thing that was transformational for me when going through learning a lot about all of his frameworks is, first of all, I'm a framework type of gal. but also just the 5 M's, right? He positioned it to me as like, hey, this is conversation about closing the wealth gap. No one ever defines what that means. What does it look like? And then when he laid out the plan for the 5 M's, to me, I was like, that really, I mean, if we all decided we wanted to collect all 5 of them like Infinity Stones, absolutely. Even if we didn't get all 5, that would close the wealth gap, right? You know, you got, if on average, everybody got 1.5, that would close the wealth gap.
Yep.
You know? So, that was very valuable. I'm gonna kind of segue into something else when he was talking about community. I'm gonna have a really honest conversation with you guys. I ran a real estate club I still run it, the doors are closed, I'm not accepting any new members because I'm pivoting my business and my focus. I don't want to keep having conversations because my real estate club was mainly about single family, and as I'm doing apartment buildings, I know your focus cannot be divided, right? And so I don't want to have conversations all day, every day with my members and new members and trying to get new members. I'm trying to talk to them about buying single families, and my focus is private equity. That doesn't make any sense, right? That would be like Warren Buffett going to host lectures about how to start an LLC. Right? You think you would be able to, like, that's like crazy, right? And so I had to have a lot of courage to just make some pivots and transitions in business. Now, when I ran my club the first time, I don't think I've ever, and I've done a lot of things. Alvin and I have been working together, and he's like, you did that, you did that. I've done a lot of things, I've excelled at a lot of things. With that being said, I have not seen people grow more quickly by connecting themselves to a community, right? We have AI coming out right now. AI is about to change everything. But there are a few things that AI will never be able to do. One of those things is the ability to shift your vibrational level by being around other people. Like, that is so powerful. We are here learning, but the most important thing is I call it catching a vibe. Energy. Right? You ever just go around somebody who's wealthy and spend time with them, and then you leave? Like, they may have dropped some gems, but you leave feeling like, I can do it all, because you caught a vibe. Because money is energy, and being able to attract money is a state of mind, and being able to, you know, if you just think about these invisible energy fields that we have around us, right? And so I say all that to say that when starting the Gold Table, I absolutely started this because I wanted to catch a vibe, but I know I have to create a membership around it, and I've just been struggling with making sure that I do it in a way that it's just the best way, period, point blank. So I'm letting y'all know right now that at some point in the very near future, we're gonna have a very low membership fee, because also this is not free and I gotta get out of here. Like, we already maxed out on chairs. They said, so the arrangement that they have with me is like, hey, if you post on us on social media, you can go out there. The music is so loud and y'all won't accommodate that. Like, that's why he had to close the door, because the music is so loud. And so I would love to have you be a part of this community. I love the fact, you know, we're in the space that we're in, fund of funds, and you know, it's hard meeting people, and you gotta pay a lot of money to get into the rooms. To where, like, me and my partners, we're in this fund community. It costs 40 grand. We go into the rooms, and then we can get into the rooms, but that barrier to entry is high, you know? And so I'm just being very transparent. I'm not pitching anything. I haven't even decided. Like, I'm probably doing it in the next week. I'm not pitching anything. I'm just being very transparent about the fact that being in connection and being in the right rooms, and I will make sure that I protect every ounce of energy and healing that I'm doing every Mind Large conferences. Before before I went to this presentation, I was like, we gotta work on it, because I wanted to make sure that y'all how many people got kids? 9 people put their kids somewhere. So you can come here. I value that, like, a whole lot. You taking time away from your family. You could be relaxing. You can be watching, I don't know, what do people watch these days? The recap of the Diddy trial. Eating Oreos. And you here with me. I think that's like, I take that very seriously. So, you know, with AI, people gonna be on their computers all day long. But the people who are gonna be able to make money is the people that realizes the value in doing stuff like this, because we can catch a vibe. So I just wanted to say that. It's just been on my heart all day long as I'm just like listening to all of this stuff about how to take advantage of AI, and I'm like, okay, this is great, but like, what how do we differentiate ourselves? And I was just like, AI's never going to be able to give us a vibe. It's just not. So that's been my thought there. I'm really excited that you guys came out. One of the rules about the gold table is no end time. It's not an end time. Sit back, relax, talk, get to know each other. I'm here for it. If you ever do need to bring a kid, it's always kid friendly. I think one of the reasons why I am this way is because my grandfather used to have an investment club, and I used to sit in the back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Let me tell you this crazy story, right? So when I first started my real estate club, I was living I had moved from California the first time back to Philly, and I moved into one of my family's spare homes. That's the power of building wealth, because it allowed me to build my businesses mortgage rent free. My family had a spare home.
Nice.
So I moved into the spare home. It was my grandparents' home. And like as it started growing, it was around the time that Mayweather fought O'Connor. Do you ever remember that fight? Because O'Connor's the MMA guy, and then Mayweather's a boxer. Conor McGregor. Yeah, that's his name. Sorry. Don't get me about sports. I will jack it all up. The other day I said, you know, it's the fourth inning. Like as a fourth quarter, but it's really my partners was like, that doesn't make sense. But anyway, so listen, y'all got the point.
Give me sports.
So what I did was at their house, they had this huge backyard, and I was like, I got an idea. We'll do a fight party. I bought a big projector. Arthur literally went, because we didn't know how it was going to happen. Earlier that day, he went and spent $500 on cords to run the cable and the electricity outside.
Wow.
Dropped $500. Still got these cords. Every time I move, I just moved here. I'm looking at these cords like, damn, that's my dog. Right? So hold on. So we set all of this up. The backyard is big. Projector. I had rented a porta potty. I mean, it's popping. I had got a grill master. He grilled all this food. It's like at least 200 people in this backyard. This is a row home in Philly. It's one of the very few blocks that has these big detached backyards. But anyway, so my mom was there, and it's a good time. It's a blast. And my mom just started crying. I'm like, Mom. She was like, Dad, this is her dad. Daddy used to have an investment club in this house, and I'm watching you do this right now. This is my real estate club. And so I say all this to say, I picked up on that through osmosis. So, long as your kids are not bad, bring them. Bring them. They're not paying attention, but they peeping game. You know? So if we're here, usually, you know, as long as they good, sit out there, bring the iPad. My son is here. He's with his dad. He'll be here next week. So, you know, if you got, he's 4. He's very smart. If you got, you know, 5, 6-year-olds, they'll be good. So you don't have to not come because you don't have a babysitter. It's not a daycare, but you know, I always welcome if you need to bring your kid. It is nice to not have them if you can find it. You got an easy babysitter, do that. But if you can't, right? If you can't, pull up. I'm here for it. Even when I had, so I used to have a big 3,000 square foot space to accommodate this. So this is not new to me. Outgrowing the space, right? And before I had my son, I always was like, no, bring the kids, because it's important for them just to catch a vibe. Just imagine adults catching a vibe, kids catching a vibe. They're gonna be like, you know, somebody. I was watching. Me and my son watched a movie the other day, and I think on the trailer they were like, he's the smartest person in the world, and my son literally was like, I'm smart. No, I'm like,
You know
JB, calm
I'm-
down. I get it.
He's right.
I
He's
did a
me.
good job. I know. He was really mad. He thought about this for like a day later. Like, mommy, I'm
He's
smart.
right.
They're not smartest person in the
You
world.
gotta go. And he's
He's
right.
like, it's me.
Right.
No, he's the bro. He's right.
He was.
He's got
really
Regina
bothered.
vibe. He's
He
right.
does, right.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm raising. Exactly.
Nicole's wisdom
I'm
already.
raising a king. I'm not playing.
Mhm.
So,
for you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. She can be my friend. Because I say that all the time. I love that for you. I do. I say that to my friend. So yeah, you know, we ain't got to get up out of here at this very moment, but we are going to get some food. We taking votes. Where we going? I thoroughly enjoyed Papa Dough for the first time the other night. Y'all, I walked in. I was like, this is a whole. This is good.
Oh yeah, they close at
But they
9.
close at 9.
So
Yeah.
we got an hour, so.
Yeah. So
we got
you know.
Papacitos and Curtis J. You know this area real well.
Which y'all, as y'all we decide, which y'all, what's the biggest thing that you learned or like that one
Oh, yeah, what's the
thing?
biggest
What's the biggest
takeaway?
thing that you learned today? That was like a.
I guess for me to always stay connected.
For sure.
Doors, new opportunities,
Never know.
new connection.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that already, but I never, in my mind, to bridge the gap to become a business with it. Although I'm a life coach, but that's not even the point. But for me, to be in community, everybody always say you stay connected. Shana, that's what you do. But for me, to actually bridge the gap to become a business out of it, never thought about it.
We could do a Savannah State reunion here too for business owners.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm with it. And I know a lot who will need this
Let's do a
information.
meetup. Just do it like a
Yeah.
a cool meetup. That'd be great.
Yeah, HBCUs and Curtis got the Georgia Southern connection. Anybody else?
I know a lot of CAU. I can do CAU
Okay.
connection, so, yeah.
Anybody else had a gold nugget? Since it's the gold table, we gotta get a gold nugget.
I had a lot of gold nuggets, definitely with the 5 M's. Well, number one, the way that he delivered his message, everybody was able to receive the message, because I give seminars as well, so I was really taking note as how he delivered the information. And it wasn't something that we haven't heard before, but he connected it to the action from the blueprint, because I'm an action person, but it's like, okay, get the proper blueprint, but also don't try to implement every blueprint at one time.
Mhm.
So my 5 M's, they were all in a great big old bunch together. So now I can segue, okay, I got 1 M out the way, okay, let's work on this.
So that's
M.
the issue with A-type personalities is all or nothing. And that sometimes it keeps you from taking action.
Yeah.
You look at the thing that you want and you're like, oh my God.
That was one.
But when you break it out into steps, into phases, and really project manage it,
Mhm.
it becomes a lot easier. And layer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
But she told me I had 2 hours. I was like, oh boy. I was like,
Wait, baby,
the 5 M's only 30 minutes. She said you got 5 hours. I was like, oh.
3, 2, 5, I love it.
Come on, numbers.
Anybody else? Gold nugget from the gold table.
Well, for me, I'm about community, and it's another issue for our people.
Yeah.
So, a critical issue. So, this is profound that you're here. I know how we met, so everything is clear. So, I think the powerful message is community,
Mm-hmm.
because other cultures have already they're killing us.
Yeah.
You know, so it's time for us to first deal with it, the true transparency of not having it and doing it, implementing it. So you're here in Georgia for a reason, and it is to build the Black community in building with. I'm sorry. No, really, because it does not exist. That's our number one issue.
Yep.
And so it parallels to our children, that division. So that is the number one issue, and everything else will happen.
Got it.
That's it for me.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
And I'd like to add to what she said. Oftentimes, Atlanta, when you're not from here, it's all about clout. clout community.
Mm.
So community
Yeah.
about clout. And I'm so
I'm so
The cool
anti
kids,
that
right?
Yeah.
because I'm really a nerd at heart.
Yeah.
And I don't care about none of that. Like I really don't. This is my thing. And this may be just a me thing, but this is my perspective. Like, I was cool in high school. I don't need to
Right.
I don't need like the people that's trying to do it now. You wasn't cool in high school. Like, I realize that it's really in vain.
Yeah.
So like I don't care now. Like if 2 people showed up, I'm good. If 200 people show up,
Right.
I'm good. I don't need.
Yeah.
I intentionally don't even like to post that much on social media because of, the ego thing can get very muddy. Right? You looking at these followers that ain't putting no money in your bank account.
Man, I mean, just me.
That ain't putting no
I
money
mean, that's
in your
why I'm
bank
not
account.
out there. I've never been out there.
Mm.
I think I just started because I don't need it either. I love people of like mind.
Mhm.
Okay, not arrogance or anything,
Right.
but just who are. I told you I'm in result mode because I have to be because I have children. That I refuse to continue that generational curse. I'm not doing it. I told my mom that today. And if I have to take all you out of court to prove that I'm not playing. So we do need to get on board.
Yeah.
You got churches on every corner and I see homeless people, I'm like, yeah, no. So,
It comes down to family meetings too, like
Oh, it's
this
time.
is like a family meeting,
Uh-huh.
right?
It is.
So you want to hold family meetings with your family and just say, this is what we're going. Thank you for your time today. Have a productive day and not a busy day. To all the world champions and first generation millionaires, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care and God bless everyone.